back to 7th Crown Tarot. Yet again, we have a plane going on. It's pretty funny. I'm thinking of starting a plane counter because that's funny. And also numerology, right? Maybe we'll get some numbers there. Anyway, so today, as you can see by the title, this is going to be a reading specifically for the Capricorn full moon that's happening tonight. The energy has been surrounding us for a few days now, and it'll be surrounding us for a few days after the full moon. So I wanted to do a very special reading today for that, and considering there are more than one person or one type of energy in the collective, I wanted to make a pick a card. So I'll do 3 cards, and each one is going to be pertaining to each pile. So pick your pile based off of which cards you're attracted to and feel most drawn to. If you can't choose, you could do like a randomizer online, or you could write on slips of paper 1, 2, and 3 and then choose one at random. So for pile 1, we have 2 cards that popped out. The 3 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. That's pile number 1. For pile number 2, the Magician. And this is plane number 2 coming by, funny enough. For pile number 3, Death. Just give that a moment to pass by. So pick your pile and I'll meet you at your reading. Okay, hello pile number 1. You chose the 3 of Swords, or sorry, 3 of Cups and 7 of Wands. And the sun's coming out. Now isn't that weird? You're being reminded right now to stop being so defensive. No, your celebration is never gonna end now. You've reached a point where it's time to celebrate, but you're really hesitating. It's almost like the sun is too strong. It's really unnerving to you that things are going in the right direction because you've expected them to be in the wrong direction. And this is plane number 3. So 3-3 could be a really important number for you. 3-3 might be a number you've been seeing a lot. Maybe you're 33 or something else. Let's see, what else here? 10 of Cups. You've reached a point of emotional fulfillment, and you're kind of struggling because you're looking back. You're looking back at the past things that have happened, and we're seeing a butterfly fly by, and I'm not sure, that might be, I want to say that's a monarch butterfly. Could be something else. Ace of Swords popped out. So you're really battling right now with your thoughts and trying to overcome them. But you're given this opportunity to realize that yes, you are at a place of abundance, and no, it's not going away. But it will go away if you manifest that. Because whatever you think about becomes real, as you know. You become a master manifester. You're a master alchemist, and you can alchemize this feeling into something that adds to your abundance. Queen of Cups and 2 of Swords. You're looking within right now. You're looking at your emotions. And I think that you really are doing this reflecting here. This tells me you are doing the reflecting needed to balance your emotions so that this can stay around, because you're aware that if you think too hard about this, you'll think it out of your life. And you're not blind to this fact, so that's good. And you feel like you have to move away from this way of thinking, because it's an old way of thinking that is really hard to beat. Maybe it was someone else that gave you this way of thinking to always be on guard. And on guard is something people say when they're doing jousting, right? So think about it more like in a playful way, I'm hearing. Because jousting isn't like the ends of the swords, they're very blunt. You got Temperance, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. So you got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. You're afraid right now that maybe someone's coming to take from you, or you're preparing for the point at which someone might come and try to take from you, because you've achieved some sort of abundance. Some sort of really important abundance that you've leveled up to get to. And you have the Hanged Man. There's a perspective shift that needs to happen here, like we're talking about. Maybe you're not aware of something that needs to change. What is it that they're not aware of? What is this specific? Oh, there's a card already flipped. Okay. 5 of Cups. You're preparing yourself for the worst, but universe doesn't want you to prepare yourself for the worst. Don't prepare for plan B. Don't have a plan B. Because when you have a plan B, you're manifesting partially into that, and you're wasting energy that could be used on something that universe has already proven to you is possible. So universe doesn't want you to do that. Instead, they want you to invest in yourself. You got the Star. Pour it back into yourself. And when you pour back into yourself, the universe will also pour back into you. The Emperor. Be careful not to, I'm hearing, give away your secrets. I'm not sure why. Why give away the secrets? What do you mean by that? Give away your secrets. This could be something you're worried about, like, so that's like a poverty mentality thing, right? I'm also hearing that be careful with who you try to help at this time. Because you've reached this level of abundance, inevitably you'll have people coming in. Wow, you got 2 queens. You got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles side by side. And earlier you also got the Queen of Cups. So all that's missing is Swords, Pentacles. What are we missing here? Cups and... why can't I think of it? I feel like it's... so that's Earth, Air, Wands. So you're missing the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is... she does things, and she doesn't really care about what people's opinions of it are. Try not to focus right now about what people's opinions are of what it is that you're doing. And that's what you need to let go of. You need to let go of paying attention to other people's opinions of this thing that you're creating, this person that you're stepping into being, this situation that you're trying to create in your life, this abundance, this lifestyle. That was the weirdest sounding plane. Almost sounded like it was going down. Something's going down here. Oh, it's going down. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's like, that's what your higher self and your spirit team are saying. They're like, oh, it's going down. Like, You're really blooming here. You're blossoming. And I'm actually watching some pollinators here pollinate some spearmint. And I'm thinking about how bees are such an important pollinator, and without them we wouldn't have, like, what is it, like 90% of our crops or something like that? Human life would cease to exist. We would just not exist here. So something about support, community support. You might be lacking community support and really isolating yourself at this time, and the universe wants you to connect more to people. Not be afraid of what they say, and like, thank you. You know, like sometimes people have good advice, but other times they don't. It's like kind of taking things with a grain of salt. Saying thank you, but you know, I'm going to make the final decision by myself. So that's really important. There's a message here coming in for you. Earlier we got the Page of Cups. This message comes from within. A reminder to always listen to your intuition, because you're treading into unknown waters. And when it comes to that sort of thing, it's almost like a spiritual unknown waters, where you'll really need to put your intuition to the test now. This is like, you've been training up until this moment. And now is when your skills come into play. This is when you're exposed to everything. Judgment. This is my, like, coming out of the closet card, right? I just heard wow, that is a really pretty bird. It's like a yellow bird, but I heard it giggling. So, like, maybe you're like really joyful at this time because you're really embracing who it is that you are. And you're allowing yourself to be who it is that you are, and it's scary. Could you tell me more about what it is that they need to let go of? Again, an emphasis on not paying attention to people who are looking at you through a wrong lens. People who are looking at you as like having all the answers and, oh, don't they just think that they're the best? You're not. Yes, you're keeping your cards close to you, and you're not giving it away. You have a really good poker face is what I can hear. Nobody can really read you at this time, but it's for a reason. Spirit is giving you a prompt to stay very quiet about your moves and just act. So right now is a time of action. It's not a time of hesitation. The Page of Wands. This gives me like a feeling of someone who's somewhat naive with how they act, but they're acting more from a place of joy. They're creating from a place of joy and wonder, and this is a lovely energy to be in. You're showing people that you don't have to be really good at something to start doing it, and to start just risking it all. It's like, I don't know why, but I get like that YOLO. Like, I don't say that. I remember there was a period of time where people would say YOLO, and it just it was so cringy to me. So maybe right now you're making people cringe a lot, like you're making some people really cringe, and that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, because whoa, what was that? I have no idea what that sound was. It was some sort of animal. Maybe you're scaring people too. Like, you're scaring people, and then you're also making other people cringe. And there's like a little family of birds that just perched on a roof there. Maybe you're making her family really cringe, or be scared of you. That's funny. It's really funny. Ten of Swords. We've got so many tens here. There's an energy of death. Absolutely. This full moon, you're completely in alignment with it. And I get the feeling that like you have something just about to turn. So something is just about to like change in your life, and it doesn't really require much thinking because this wheel is just turning on its own. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's an auspicious time, as I was going to say that. We've got the High Priestess. You're really in tune with the ebbs and flows of your life, of the universe. You're answering the call, and you're just doing an overall really good job. So, what could we ask? What could my collective here for pile number 1 do better? What could they do better during this time? Got 2 cards here. We've got the Queen of Wands, so we've officially got all the queens. You're definitely really powerful here. You're using your emotional energy, because the queens are water, to propel you forward. You're really acting passionately and balancing yourself. You're embracing all sides of yourself. Maybe you are feminine. Maybe you're very feminine at this time and it's helping you. 10 of Wands though. This is saying we almost have all 10s here. I swear we have all 10s here almost. We have 3 of them. We have the Wands, the Swords, and which other 10 did we get here? Cups. Wands, Swords, Cups. So we're missing Pentacles. And Pentacles is tradition. So you're really breaking traditions right now. You're breaking the mold. Anytime someone thinks that they can... So this is funny, I asked what you can do better, but I think universe just wants to point out how you're doing so well. Because I asked how you can do better, and universe is saying that you're breaking the mold and you're showing people that there's more than one way to do something. So that's a really good sign there. Here, I'll be right back. Just one moment. Okay, so I'm back. I just had to take a short break there. I'm just gonna reshuffle the cards and see what else we get for you. What else does pile number 1 need to know? You're standing in your confidence right now. And you're being shown your true power through these situations where you're being challenged. And I hope the video is not too dark now. I took an umbrella out because it was so sunny. Anything else we need to know here, Spirit? What could they do better? This is how others see you. How do people see them? They see you as someone who acts. And in the sense of like, they initially thought that you were acting, like performing, but now they see that it's so much more than that. You're the true sense of the word, or the true definition of the word of like a skilled actor. Not just someone who's like putting on a show to like get attention, because you're not doing this for attention. And a lot of people can see the things that you've been through that have made you so powerful. And this adds to your allure. This adds to your speed too, because it makes you so much more powerful. You're on fire right now. got the Queen of Swords. That's a different energy. This feels like someone else. Who's this Queen of Swords? Queen of Pentacles. Someone who wants to be a provider, and they're the one that's acting. This could be the person accusing you of acting, and they're also the person that's coming in to give you a message. They're very hesitant right now. This person is very headstrong. Might have a lot of abundance at the moment. So it's like they might be trying to pull you in through this abundance. So why are we mentioning this person here, Spirit? Why are we mentioning this person here as a person here? Why are we mentioning them? Keep your cool and don't let this person shake you. Is this... What about this offer that they're coming to give this person? Because they're coming to give you an offer. They're not sure if you'll take it. Right now they feel like you're juggling them. Like there's a better offer, and you're gonna take that offer instead. They feel like you two are traveling in different directions, and that you're too powerful, too beautiful, too whatever in their head to want to be around them, to accept their offer. And I think, from what I can see, they're most likely not going to succeed with this. They might deliver, or maybe that's what they're afraid of, that they won't succeed with coming forward with an offer. Because they think that you see them differently now. And maybe this person is actually not a good person, because we have the Seven of Swords. That's a strategy card, but to have that as like around all of this makes me feel like they're an emotional manipulator. So this could be someone that you need to get rid of in your life. This is something that you need to get rid of, this person. How are they gonna do that? How would you like them to do that? Keep going on your merry little way and don't pay attention to them. Don't take their offer, don't step towards them. Step towards whatever your destiny is right now. Whatever choice that you're about to make, or whatever choice in your, like your next step, whatever journey you're about to go on, just follow that journey. And if they're not on it, or they don't end up being on it, then they were never meant to be on it. They can't force their way into it. You got the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. They know that you're going to be victorious at something, so that's why they're feeling like they have to come towards you really quickly. And it's causing them a lot. Ooh, that was weird. The umbrella just fell and the Heal card came out. You need to make a choice to heal this relationship in a way by forgiving them even though they're not apologizing. Here, I'm just gonna adjust that for a moment. So there are rain clouds coming in here, and I got the message of there might be a lot of sorrow here around this situation, and maybe you're afraid of hurting this person's feelings. Okay, I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated with my setup here. You could be really frustrated with them at the moment. This is something that's unresolved, and it's only unresolved because this person has no guts. And that's why you need to sever ties in whatever way that you need to. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do here. And part of that is forgiving this person. So let's do something here. I have a sacred feather here that I got. I think it's an owl feather, if I'm not mistaken. It's like an owl's wing feather that was given to me by Spirit one day. And I'm going to help you do a cord cutting. So, angels, spirits, and guides, please be here with me now to help do a little cord cutting for pile number 1, so that they can be free of this energy from this past person that doesn't want to let go, but also doesn't want to apologize, because they know that it's over. Pile 1 knows it's over, this person knows that it's over. So I want you for a moment to envision where you feel this person's energy when you think about them. So think about them for a moment and take a deep breath and release the feeling. So let's cut off any threads between you and them. I cut off all threads between this person and pile number 1. They no longer exist. They're free from any kind of connection that this person has to them. And so it is. So I'm gonna also pull some healing cards, because I got a new deck here. It's called Healing Waters by Rebecca Campbell, and the artwork's by Katie Louise, which is why I got it. And it's also really pretty, so double. So what is it that pile number 1 needs to hear right now for their healing? What is it that pile number 1 needs to hear for their healing in order to step into this next chapter of their life fully, powerfully, confidently, abundantly? This is what pile number 1 needs to hear. Please give me a card, Spirit. Okay, you got 2 cards. You got the planetary wave and the pink dolphin. So let's take a look at what these mean. I definitely feel rain coming in. There's a lot of healing that's happening here. I definitely feel like we were blessed with some healing here. So this deck is all about water. Planetary wave. I apologize for the awful plain ASMR. I wish I could change it. Okay, so celebration, fun, unbridled joy, and open heart. The Amazon River dolphin, also known as the pink dolphin because of its unique pinkish coloring, is an endangered marine mammal that lives in the fresh waters of the Amazon and Orinoco River basins in South America. Deeply revered, it's the subject of many local myths and legends. In one, it's said that if you go swimming alone, the pink dolphins may transport you to the magical underwater city of Encante. To be near dolphins is to experience a whole new level of play and joy. This is a card of welcoming more joy into your life. Sorry. Where were we? Maybe someone right now is trying to interrupt you having fun and it's really bothering them that you're having fun. To opening your heart and mind to new experiences and prioritizing happiness and fun. To prioritizing play and taking time off from the monotony of our everyday lives. To play like a child without being attached to the outcome. How can you welcome more joy into your life? What can you do just for fun? What do you want to celebrate? This card is a wonderful one to receive and is always... What the heck? And is always an invitation to stop being so serious, to play, and to have more fun. When we play, we're able to release the pressures and stress that we're carrying and switch off. Often when we do this, the two hemispheres of the brain can make connections and solutions that we previously couldn't see come flowing in. Soul inquiry. How can you welcome more joy into your life? This is definitely telling you to step into your purpose because you'll see your true power if you're not already stepping into your true purpose. And the way you'll know that it's your true purpose is it won't feel like work. Whatever you're doing, like right now, I just started doing tarot and it doesn't feel like work. It feels like play, especially when I don't approach it so seriously. Planetary wave. That's right after. Okay, so these cards are one after the other. Interesting. Okay, planetary wave. Soul mission. Trust the inner call. Soul team. Your soul chose to come into this body, on this planet, at this moment in time. You didn't come here on your own. You're part of a larger soul team. Ah, so you're going to be finding your soul team. Very cool. Very happy for you. Sometimes it can feel as if it's just you in this thing, all alone, but that couldn't be further from the truth. You're one droplet in a vast ocean of consciousness, here to flow with life. You're being called to trust the current of your own river and to answer the call deep within. Take off the weight of responsibility that you need to travel this life on your own. Call in the ones who get you. Realize that you're part of a larger team. You are but one thread in the great tapestry of life. Your mission is clear. Keep doing what you're called to do. You'll never know the full impact that your being here on this planet will have and is already having. Keep trusting the call deep within. The more you embrace who you truly are and surrender to and flow with the current you're being called to, the easier it will be for your people to find you. Like two rivers that meet and remember that they're made of the same things, you're not alone in your calling. The affirmation is, I trust my inner calling and play my part in the greater plan. So you got that one. And how can you welcome more joy into your life? There's a lot of envy surrounding the fact that you found your true calling and that things are just kind of falling into place. So don't allow yourself to fall into the previous chapter or to dim yourself down. At this time, you're being called to shine bright in the way that you know how to. Be silly, have fun, do stupid things, like just be yourself. Do stupid things as in like, do things that, you know, make you feel like yourself and a kid. Definitely tap into that like inner child. I also want to check out these cards because there's something juicy that always comes out of them. These like little handmade cards that I made. I'm gonna be adding more cards to them soon because they're always so fun to pull. and they're so random. Okay, Spirit, what can I tell pile number 1? Give up! Dirty. Oh, okay, these are 2 different energies. Dirty reminds me of Christina Aguilera's song, so you can have a lot of sexual appeal at this time. And then give up is like, so these are like the 2 camps of people that you have watching you right now, other than the people that really admire you and love you. So you've got some people that are like just disgustingly sexually attracted to you, or they could maybe even think both things. And then you've got another part of it where there are people that are really envious of the fact that you're able to fearlessly step into this person that you're supposed to be, into your calling, into your knowing, and that you've connected. Because now there's signs. People are seeing signs that things really are falling into place for you. I'm hearing something along the lines of like, you cheated to get there, didn't you? What did you do? Because people live in a really low vibration and they don't understand that you don't have to cheat your way to the top, and you're here to show them that. But people won't always. You know what I get with red and stamp? I get the mark of the devil. So some people think that you sold your soul. Other people know that you're about to blow up. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's attracting a lot of attention. You're about to find your soul family, and this soul family is huge. They're very passionate about what it is that they do and what you do, and you're all here to raise each other up. So that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and yeah, I'm excited to see what this Capricorn full moon is going to give us all, and I'm gonna have to secure that for pile number 2. And I wish you the best, and if you're staying around for the other 2 readings, then enjoy. Okay, bye guys. I'm gonna do the other one, just wait. Alright, there we go. Okay, hello, pile number 2. You got the Magician. What a lovely card to get. Magician is all about being able to manifest at an incredible rate. So you're able to manifest anything and everything. And this comes with the flip side of, as in here in the 7 Cups, it's like you can manifest, but it comes with the caveat of be careful of what your thoughts are stuck on right now. So what else is there? I'm going to be pulling cards today about what it is that you need to let go of because of the Capricorn full moon. What needs to die off in your life? What needs to die off in pile number 2's life? What kind of death do they need to experience or are experiencing in their life right now? We got the Tower and the High Priestess. I see a death of not trusting yourself. You're allowing yourself to embrace your intuition. And this intuition is causing you to walk away from something right now. Something that doesn't serve you anymore. And you're highly protected right now. Maybe it's a very scary thing to walk away from. But this thing that you are walking away from, you knew you would have to walk away from it at some point. Because it was showing signs. There were signs all around you while you were connected to this thing that something wasn't quite right. It's like it wasn't serious. Whatever this thing was, it wasn't serious enough for you to want to keep committing to it. The 5 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Right? It's like you wanted long-term commitment, and this wasn't something that, like, you're at this period of your time where you're a very, like, serious person. Maybe you're later on in your adulthood. your mid-30s now, maybe early 30s, maybe you're later on in your life even, but whatever the case, it's like you've matured past this point of indecision. You know what it is that you want, you know what it is that you don't want, and you're not gonna let someone guilt you into feeling like you need to stay somewhere. Especially if they're trying to manipulate you, trying to manipulate your mind, your feelings, your trying to play games with you. Like, you're done with that. You're done with people trying to play games with you. So I definitely get a lot of like severing ties with people who play games. You're not allowing that. Again, we get the Seven of Swords. There's a huge emphasis on you ridding yourself of relationships that don't work for you anymore, that make you feel indecisive, that maybe the person is indecisive. There's a lot of like half investing and then also keeping you, like stringing you along on some empty promise. Maybe they have a lot of empty promises. They spoke of one thing and then did another. You're now relying on people's actions. The actions are what slowly starts to build the foundation of the relationship, and you're looking for people who are ready to invest. People that won't back down when it's tough. The people who are willing to have the conversations and not avoid them. This person's avoiding. Because you're not avoidant. That's not your personality. You're quick to pass them by. And you're not down with like stupid risk takers. You're not going to spend time trying to convince someone that what they're doing is foolish anymore. You're just going to let them make their stupid mistakes, and you're going to move on to your happy future. Four of Wands. You want balance. You want balance with someone. You want to feel passion with someone, but you understand and you can differentiate between a passionate relationship that is going nowhere because the person's playing games and that's why it's passionate, and where it's like sexually just like really powerful, but then there's nothing behind it. It's just like, you know, it's like a vacant stare, or like people that are just like super materialistic and have nothing really past that to give, bound by the flesh and not at all in their mind in a good way. You're past that. You need something that will reap the rewards long term. Can you tell me what the future of this is? Wow, you got the devil in your reading, and Ten of Pentacles, Two of Swords. We've got a wasp here flying around. Someone could be spying at you at this time, or like really toxic, constantly trying to like come in with an offer, or maybe they're like debating coming in with an offer but they're not actually doing it. This person is stuck in their thoughts. They're constantly playing games like that. I get that so many times. Maybe it's multiple people. Maybe this is like a recurring karmic thing that you've had in your life, where people that you connect to are just like super toxic and you have pure intentions, but then this person or people come in with like just like miming you, or like mirroring you, and then it turns out that they're not actually this person that you see them to be, because that's just a reflection of you. These people are just really good at mirroring. They're good at mirroring, they're good at manipulating, they're good at blowing smoke. Got blow. That flipped over here randomly. But you're seeing them for who they are. And they don't like this. They don't like that you can see them for who they are. So what else is pile number 2? This is pile number 2, letting go of. You're letting go of your fears. You're letting go of your fears of acting on decisions. So you're no longer indecisive about cutting people off. you're no longer feeling sorry for them, because you're on your own journey and so are they. And you're realizing that nobody is lower or higher than anybody else. And that's why you're not feeling sorry for these people. Because maybe in the past you felt sorry for them and that was like a manipulation tactic that they used. But you're really traveling away from that onto calmer shores. Because it's time for you to go on your unique adventure. This is such a precise reading. Like, it's really just that. It's very simple. Snakes in the grass. You're aware of snakes in the grass. That reminds me of something that I was seeing online of, like, if you smell cucumber, then there's a snake nearby. I don't know if it's like a Texan thing or if there's like a snake that specifically smells like cucumber, which I'm guessing that's what it is. But it's like you can smell bullshit. You have a bullshit fire alarm inside of you now. Like, you are the alarm. Like, you can hear it and you walk away as soon as you smell it. Anything else here, Spirit? You're not afraid to hurt people's feelings, I think. Like we said earlier, like, you realize that nobody is better or worse than anyone else. As a matter of fact, you think everybody is just as capable as you. You hold people to a very high standard. People need this. People need to be held to a high standard. You're showing people that you see the best in them and you expect them to act in their best, in their alignment, to act in tune with their intuition. And when they don't, well, the consequences of that are very obvious. And you show them the consequences. So you could be like walking karma. You could be someone who's not afraid to swiftly do something, even if it makes this person feel a certain way. Because you've been given that power by universe. It's like, you don't let anything or anybody block you from working in your power and doing so in a really diplomatic fashion that it's not out to hurt people. It's out to empower people and help them become a better person. I'm just gonna drink some water here. I'm feeling very dry. It's like the way you deliver your criticisms is very dry. It's emotionless. I'm not saying that you can't get heated at times, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of like a lack of emotion when delivering these criticisms to people. It's very balanced. 4 of Pentacles. You're very grounded. And the Sun. And people, you're very trustworthy. You're showing people what it means to be a healthy adult, basically. You're showing people what it really means to be like I got like a picture of like Diana, like Princess Diana. She was the princess of the people. So you're showing people how to be like princess of the people, basically, whether you're female or masculine. Maybe switch that to be like prince of the people. Cutest little butterfly just landed. So cute. It's like purple. Purple's a really rare color in nature. You could be very rare. You could be a very rare person. A very rare reader. Reader. I was gonna say leader. Maybe you're a tarot reader as well? Maybe you can read people really well. This butterfly has a bunch of spots on its wings. You can spot people for who they are. You can see right through people. And people want to figure out what's your problem. Maybe they're saying that, what's your problem? But like in the way that, what's your weakness? What is your kryptonite? What's your Achilles heel? I'm getting all these different expressions. You could be really into lore, mythology. You could be super into like history. You could be like a total nerd about that stuff. Maybe you have some sort of like connection to like Greece, or what was the first one we said? Like Superman, right? That plane was super low. That plane was so low. You're allowing people to see your power up close. You're not treating anyone as below you. We got that message happening again here. Okay, so I don't think I'm getting any more messages from the deck. I think I'm gonna draw from this one here. So I have this deck here. If you've been on my channel, you have seen this deck. It is a personal little card deck that I made. And it's got a bunch of phrases on there. And I'm going to pick a random phrase. This one really wanted to... This one has wanted to come out a few times now. So let's try to find something else though, because I want to find more messages. Thank you for being here, by the way. Ant. There have been ants crawling on me, actually. There's like a colony? A colony, something to do with a colony. Think about like colonization. And like how like white people colonized a bunch of different like tribes worldwide and other cultures and like washed them out. But you're not like that. You're one of those people where it's like you're the true kind of leader. You're not the type of person to make other people feel small. There's birds fighting behind me. I don't know if you can see that, like right there. People might be fighting right now a lot. And there's definitely rain clouds coming. Oh no. I hope I can finish these readings before then. And I just got super self-conscious. Snake again. So there's a pursuit of knowledge here happening right now. You're being taken into a field where maybe you don't know much about it, or into an area of knowledge that it's like it's foreign to you. And you're being called to explore it because it's a part of yourself that you're supposed to, maybe it's from a past lifetime. I'm getting that it's from a past lifetime. Whatever it is here that you're being called to explore, you used to do it in a past lifetime. Okay. What else? What other messages here? 9. And there was a lot of prejudice against it, I guess. I don't know why I'm hearing the word prejudice, but it's like there was a lot of like misconceptions around it, and 9 upside down is the number of 6. Is like 6, right? But you're flipping it upside down. You're making it acceptable. You're making something acceptable to practice, to embrace, and you're showing people that there's no need to demonize it. And it's still being demonized though, because there's a lot of misconceptions about it right now. I've been gossiping about you. Some people really want you to care about the fact that they're talking about you, but you just don't. You don't. And it bothers them. This could be that person or people that you're trying to cut out. So, I don't know, okay, no mind. Doesn't seem like you are. So I've also got a new deck here. It's called the Healing Waters Oracle. And this is the guidebook for it. So I'm gonna pull some cards for that. And I'm pulling cards for people today because this is such a lovely deck and I've been really enjoying it. What is it? Pile number 2 needs to hear today, Spirit? Spirit guides of pile number 2. My spirit guides, could you please help me choose a card for pile number 2? What is it that they need to hear today on this Capricorn full moon? Thank you, by the way, for joining me. I really appreciate it. Angel, spirits, and guides, what is it that my pile number 2 needs to hear? You've been through a lot of difficulties. Kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion, the Well Maidens. You're opening a portal for other people. And you're finding your soul team, your soul tribe. You finally made it through like some sort of maze here. And you're healing the world through your words, through your actions. Right now it's specifically your actions because I think you're being very quiet right now. The Well Maidens. The Well Maidens. The Well Maidens, 148. Alright, so throughout history, there have been people who have tended to and protected our life-giving wells. In the lands of what is today the United Kingdom and Europe, many of these sacred wells were named after goddesses, including Bridget, Danu, Solis, and Anu, before they were absorbed by Christianity. If you sit at these wells, you may feel the wisdom of these ancient peoples echoing in the waters, which remain protected. The Euclidation is an old poem that tells of guardians who fulfilled this holy role across the land. A greedy king and his men violated the Well Maidens. We were talking about this earlier, about, colonialism. So that's cool. The guardians of the kingdom's wells and took more than they needed. They ignored the sacred contract of respecting the Well Maidens and the waters of the sacred wells, and as a result, the kingdom became desolate and barren, so karma. The Well Maidens are the keepers of harmony and balance. They respect the sacred waters, and as a result, they give plenty. They deliver a message about the importance of these qualities in the way we treat ourselves, others, and the nature that sustains and supports us. They remind us to slow down and offer kindness and respect to others, the earth, and ourselves, each and every day. The soul inquiry is, how can you offer kindness and respect to yourself, the earth, and others today? When making the decision to no longer speak to this person or people, or when facing people that are gossiping about you, just remember they come from a really wounded place and that they can't accept themselves, and because of that, they're projecting it onto you. And I don't say this often, but you could offer a prayer to the universe so that they can understand what it is that they need to do in order to heal. Or you could not do that if you're not called to do that, obviously. I'm not gonna force anyone. Anger is a totally valid feeling, and if you're angry at this person and you don't want to forgive them, that's okay too. I don't blame you. People like this are frustrating. So, I'm also going to do a little quick cord cutting, because I did this for the last group, and they were connected to someone too, or a group of people who are also pulling on their energy. And I feel like you are too, and you're just trying to get away from this person, and they just won't leave you alone. So let's do a little cord cutting. Okay. Angels, spirits, and guides, please be here right now to help with this cord cutting and free this person from any resistant energies that aren't open to change, and allow this person to move on with their life. So right now I'm going to get you to think about this person for a moment. I know that it's hard, but think about them for a moment. And note down where it is that you're feeling that heavy feeling. Maybe it's hard, maybe it's moving, maybe it's a different color. Whatever it is, feel the feeling and visualize it. Now I'm going to take this feather, and it's going to serve as a knife between you and this person. And I'm going to cut the thread between you and them. So angels, spirits, and guides, please cut the thread in between this person and whoever it is that's trying to stay attached to them and not let go. Please cut the cord in between them and this person. Okay. So it is. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you feel called to it, leave a comment. You could also subscribe if you want. Watching the ads is the easiest way to help support this channel, and I also have some readings that are open for the month of July for $20 US. They're 15-minute video readings, kind of like this one, except I do it in my gazebo where it's a little quieter. And anyway, I hope you have a good day. Alright, bye guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. I don't know why I felt like doing it like that. Oh no, I was supposed to find the death card. Okay, well, you got death, which is kind of the theme of what's going on right now, right? Because we're going through a death with Capricorn in, well, the full moon in Capricorn. Let me see if I can find it. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm definitely doing well, and I think it's about to rain here too, but I think these clouds are just a threat. So here's death. That's your card. Very cool. Such a powerful pile already. As soon as this card came out, I was like, wow, this is gonna be a cool pile. Nice badass Death Knight. Ace of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, ooh, my goodness. I'm gonna take this one because it landed on here. And this one flipped over. So we'll take, ooh, and this one. 4 of Swords, King of Swords, the Moon. King of Cups, the Empress, Page of Pentacles. So I'll just take these 3 for now. You've had a sudden realization after a moment of introspection. You've decided what it is that you want to do with your power. And you've taken steps towards it. People can see that you're working on something really big here. something that's going to be really abundant, because you're being shown as the Empress right now. And it's a really fertile time right now for you. You also got the Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups. You're emotionally steady when it comes to this thing that you're working on. And because you're emotionally steady and you're not letting yourself get overwhelmed, and you're really, the moment that you start to feel overwhelmed, you're kind of taking a step back, which is exactly what you should be doing. It's causing more abundance to build up. It's contradictory. You'd think that you would have to work more for the abundance, but because you're intuitively stepping back and conserving your energy, I'm hearing, it's causing the abundance to come to you. You're becoming a magnet. You've become a magnet, rather. Page of Pentacles is really abundant too. There's like this feeling of like someone who's learned a really big lesson around money, and maybe you've been struggling with money, but now you're starting to see like the answer to how to get out of that. And universe has shown you this. And it's made you feel very hopeful. So what is it that they need to get rid of? What is it that... Some sort of mindset? Some sort of mindset. What kind of mindset? Poverty mentality. You still have some sort of poverty mentality left over from the last chapter that's like dying in this full moon. And you've been making a lot of decisions. You've definitely been making a lot of decisions. There's some sort of like, you're connecting more and more with your higher self every single day. Every time you make a decision, it brings you closer to your higher self. And I just felt like a click, like something clicked. Something clicked inside of your head, and one day, oh, you know what it reminds me of? Maybe this is you. Maybe you just turned like 24. Your temporal lobe just turned on. But it's like that kind of feeling, except your intuition. So like, maybe it was that, or maybe it was just like your intuition. It like kicked into overdrive. Your intuition kicked into overdrive. And it's allowed you to escape something. It's allowed you to escape something that was really making you worry and made you think that you were trapped. You've escaped some sort of huge trap. Wow, I've never heard it be that long. You're embracing all sides of yourself. Because that had like a sexual connotation to it, didn't it? But it's almost like, because I said it, I heard it belong. It's like a gossip. It's like you've only heard of this in fairy tales. Page of Wands and the Chariot. There's this spry young attitude that you have around whatever it is that you're doing here, taking steps towards. You're learning new parts of yourself. You're discovering new parts of yourself. And you're really open during this period of time. So you're letting go of these misconceptions that you have around this journey that you're going on. Maybe it looks a lot different than you thought it would. And you're allowing those misconceptions to be broken at this time. Because you're following the leader. Whoever that leader looks like to you, maybe it's someone who's already doing it. And you're just doing what they do. And that's really smart. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to reinvent the wheel. We're getting very similar cards as card number. Actually, all three piles got both the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups, or Ten of Pentacles. So you could be called to watch both of the other piles. Or maybe this is just like an energy surrounding the full moon. There's generational wealth here that you're creating. You're actually breaking some sort of generational curse here, because this one landed right over top of the Ten of Pentacles. Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, Knight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, 7, 8, 9. You're doing all the right things. You're taking all the necessary steps in order to grow your abundance. And I think it's almost scaring people because you're being pretty savage about it. It's like you've won so many battles and so many wars, even, I'm hearing, that like now nothing can stop you. Who was it that... Was it Cleopatra? I don't know why, but I'm thinking of Cleopatra right now. She was like actually a really incredible leader, and there was someone from Rome, I forget who it was. There was a Roman emperor that tried to rewrite the history around her. So, but that could never change what her truth was, right? That she was actually a very skilled leader. And Cleopatra was Egyptian. So you could have some ties with Egyptian past lives, or maybe you're just really interested in Egyptian like history. I've got the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups. And there's two butterflies beside me that are like kind of dancing together. So you could be finding also someone to dance beside. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. I definitely get like a happy home life. Even if this isn't like a counterpart that you'll be meeting, like it could just be like your home life is finally going to feel really peaceful because of some sort of decision that you'll be making. You'll be really independent at this time. And there is so much peace right now. Everything just went really still. Anything else, Spirit? I really love the magic of being outside. Because I really do feel like Spirit's just here. With the exception of the planes, of course. I don't like the planes. Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Or Ten of Cups. But I did also say the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, we did have the Ten of Pentacles earlier. We did. So we have Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups, Pentacles. We're missing the Wands. Ten of Wands. What does that card look like? I don't remember. That's what it looks like. It was at the bottom of the deck. How funny is that? You're releasing some sort of burden. The Tower. And this had to happen. Everything aligned. You're very aligned with this new moon. Or not new moon, but the full moon here. You're just letting things crumble that need to crumble. And you're not standing in the way. So I'm gonna start drawing from another deck because I feel called to it. And I'm also being called to like look up the meaning of the card specifically. So let's do that. What card do I need to look up? Ten of Wands. So let's look this up. Ten of Wands again. So this is the second time we got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Burden, responsibility, duty, stress, obligation, burnout, struggles. In love, it means the heavy burden of love. Love creates responsibility. Stress creates issues in a relationship. So, your relationships right now are really lightening up. You're starting to see people for who they are, like how they act, rather than what they say. You got that message in another reading as well. So maybe you came from that pile. I'm not going to mention which one. Maybe you'll, if you know, you know. Career meaning being overworked, work burdens, being carried alone, needing help from colleagues. So I got the feeling of like someone who's in debt, and if you're in debt, you're being called to like speak to someone about it. Maybe there's some way to make it easier to pay that debt off, or maybe there's an alternative way to pay it off. Maybe you're also finding an alternative way of paying your debt off, and it's not some way that you expected. Financial burden, unavoidable expenses, and struggling daily. You're going from a period of time where you had to struggle daily to now you don't have to struggle at all. And it's just really weird to you. Ten of Wands represents a completion of a cycle. This card indicates that the weight of the responsibilities will soon become lighter. However, the asker is invited to let go and be real with themselves about what they can handle. Yeah, so, but I get the feeling that you're not going to be overburdening yourself, because, I mean, there is that risk, but I really do feel like you're balancing it. You're not allowing yourself to become like overburdened with stuff, because you're constantly like taking things in stride. So like you're trusting the universe, and any time that they say like you do this, you do it. Because of that, it's helping you. It's helping you stay balanced. So I want to pull a healing card for you. I got a new deck here. It's a healing deck, so it's called the Healing Waters Oracle. It's beautiful. It has a lot of really pretty cards on it. So what is it that pile number 3 needs to hear right now? What is it that pile number 3 needs to hear right now? Ooh. Yeah, that's too many. I'm sorry, Spirit. Would you please give me 1 or 2 cards, Spirit? Would you please give me 1 or 2 cards, Spirit? You're learning to fly right now. And you don't need any distractions. You don't need that whole crabs in the bucket thing where it's like people who don't want to fly will try to keep you down because it's scary to them to watch you jump. Could you give me a healing card, Spirit? Angel spirits and guides of pile number 3, and my angel spirits and guides, would you assist me right now in getting a card? Okay, we got clear waters, clear vision, confirmation, right timing, and opportunity. So you're definitely going to be getting some sort of opportunity here. Clear waters. 76. Oh, I was just on the page. Everything's coming together and supporting you right now. Potency is present. I definitely felt that with the death card. Alignment has arrived. Potential is here. The waters before you are crystal clear, and what you're stepping into is of the highest potency. You know the way forward. There are clear seas ahead. Keep facing your true north and proceed onward. So If you don't know, we as people here on this planet are born under a south node. It's so distracting. Don't let yourself become distracted right now. That's what I'm hearing. This isn't a time to mess around, so try to stay focused. We're born under a south node and a north node. Our north node is our guiding light. That's who we're supposed to become in this lifetime. So me, I'm an Aries. So my north node is Libra. And I've been acting in my Libra north node, which is so cool. It's so cool to think about. But if you don't know, I'll leave the link down in the description of the website that you can access to find out what your north node is. Maybe you don't know what your north node is, but it will tell you what your north node is, and that's the person that you're supposed to really step into. And it's really uncomfortable becoming that person, but once you start becoming that person, it's a lot easier as you do it. Okay, this is a wonderful card with a very positive message. Something is really trying to get in the way of you achieving this, because we keep getting planes while I'm trying to read this. It suggests that something's come into your life that's a big yes, or you've been working on bringing things into alignment and are stepping into that now. A creative project, a new relationship, a new home, a new phase of life. Whatever it is that you've been manifesting or longing for, it seems that you're clear about what you want and it's coming to fruition. This card comes with positivity, confirmation, and a lot of promising potential. You're supported on your journey, and everything's opening up for you. Keep your gaze ahead of you, and don't get distracted by what others are doing or by other things you could be doing. You know what to do, and have been working on this for a long time. Enjoy this moment. Embrace the clarity and the vision, and receive all that you've created and will continue to create for yourself and the world. The healing waters and affirmation. Transformation. Maybe there's some sort of transformation happening here. I embrace the clarity and potency of what's before me. I say yes and proceed ahead. This reminds me of that one movie that Jim Carrey was in. It's called Yes Man. Definitely watch it if you haven't seen it yet. I feel like that's you. Like you've kind of said yes up until this point, and now you've learned a very valuable lesson. That it's like the universe will always catch you when you say yes. Okay, well, that's what I have for you. I didn't really feel called to do any kind of cord cutting in this one, which was what I was doing in the other piles. Anyway, if you like how I read, I also offer personal readings for $20 US in the description down there. And it's a 15-minute video reading, not outside. I do them in my gazebo, where it's a little quieter. Anyway, feel free to leave a comment below if you feel called to it, and if you want to support me in any way that's free, you can always watch the ads, because, yeah, it's free. And I appreciate all of you for being here. And as always, I'll see you again, and I love you guys. Okay, bye! Happy Capricorn full moon.